Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this beautiful fitted slip dress. This is an innerwear, but it's a fitted version that was paired with this flare bow that I showed you how to cut last week. So if you're interested in making this, let's get into it. So today we're going to be using 2 yards of duchess satin. So the first thing I did was to fold the fabric into two. Then after that, I fold it into four such that I will have my zip allowance here because it's going to be having zipper. So the next thing is just to roll a guideline so that you can have a starting point, and on that guideline I'll place 5 inches on it, and then from there I'll continue to measure down all my vertical measurements. So I measure the length of the armhole, which I use 8, then I measure the waist length, then the hip line, then the gown knee, and of course the length of the gown. So the next thing I do, starting from the folded edge here, I measure 4 inches inward, and on the armhole line I input the bust circumference divided by 4 plus my seam allowance. Then on the waistline I put the waist circumference measurements divided by 4 plus my seam allowance, and because it's going to be inner wear I added ease of ½ inch, then I connect it back to the armhole line this way. Then on the hip line, I'm going to put the hip circumference divided by 4 plus my seam allowance. Then I'll connect it to the waist line this way. So the next thing, whatever thing I have on my hip line, I'm going to minus 1 and put it at the knee line. Then whatever thing I have on my knee, I'll minus 1 again and put at the hemline. Then I'll connect these points together. So the next thing I'm going to do now is just to contour the zipper side. So on the waistline I measure ½ inch, then at the top I measure 1.5, at the hip line I also measure 1.5, then I'm going to connect these points together. Don't forget your measurement is starting from the center front towards this side, okay? Then I'm going to connect it to the knee line this way. So the measurement on the knee line is just like half. So from the knee line, you roll it straight down to the hemline. Then you also finish the armhole this way, as well as the neckline. For the neck depth, I measure 2 inches. Okay. I didn't measure it, but it's like 2 inches. Okay. Then next is just to cut it out right. So next thing is just to cut out facing. So fold another fabric into 4 the way you folded the main cloth before, right? So place them on top of each other like this and line the folded edge of the center front together like this, and then you trace it out. Make sure the fabric that is underneath is below your armhole by like 3 inches, okay? Then you're done cutting the facing. You can see it's like 3 to 4 inches below the armhole. And that is the facing. That's what you're going to be using to finish the neckline and the armhole. So the next thing is just to cut strap that will be used as the spaghetti hand. So I'll work on the facing. For the facing, you're just going to bend 1/4 inch in and you stitch on it, or you can just weave it. I think I'll just weave it. I'll just weave it. So in your own case, you might just want to bend it. Okay, just once. Work on the strap. It's going to be a spaghetti strap. So I'm going to self stitch here. The width of this strap, by the way, is just 1.5, exactly 1.5. And the length, we minus 5. So if you open it, so that would be 10 plus your seam allowance. But most time, if I had seam allowance to this strap, I will end up adjusting it when the customer comes in. So recently, I just use exactly whatever thing I minus, I will just use it exactly. So now I minus 5, and front and back now. So that will be 10 now. If you measure it now, you have exactly, cut out exactly the 10. No excess, no allowance for the length, because I end up most of the time adjusting it if I had allowance. So with time, I told you this sewing experience will teach you so many things. This now, basically, since it's 5, I'm supposed to add half-inch allowance, making it 5.5. And because it's front and back, it's supposed to be 11 here now. But I'm using the exact 10. So I'm not adding any seam allowance to it, because most time I end up removing it, because when the customer comes in, it's either too long. I will have to loosen the clothes and readjust. Okay, so I just work with the exact length mostly. So I've weaved the down part of the facing. So the next thing I'm going to do is to fix the facing. I'm going to fix the facing to the neckline. So let's start with the front. So I've joined the rope, I've attached the rope to the neck. So I'll just place the front facing on top of it this way. Can you see? Then I'll stitch like this. Okay. I'm stitching with 1/2 inch. So you're going to notch. Then you turn it to the wrong side. Can you see what I have? So I'm going to work on the back. So I'm just going to quickly cut something that I'm going to be pleating to create the back pleat. It's going to have back pleats. Over here, most time my clients, they like that back slit because of their religion. So I'll place the both side of the back on top of each other. I'm going to use my zipper. I'll use my zipper to measure where I want the zipper to stop. Whatever you want the zip to stop, you notch. My zip always stop 9 inches below the waistline. Okay, so I'll notch. So this is where I want the zipper to stop. So I'll close this. I'll close it now with the zip allowance that I added all the way to where I'm going to insert the pleat. There will be pleat. And by the way, I've hemmed the down part of this dress. I've used hemming gum to bend it. Okay. So I'll just use the lace to measure where it's going to stop. So this is where the lace is stopping from the hemline. So I'll come down from there by one. I'll notch. So as I'm closing now, I'm stopping at this point. Okay. I'm using 1.5 inches as my zip allowance. So I'm closing with 1.5 inches. So I close from here to here. Next is to attach this lace. I've used hemming gum to hem the down part of my dress, but I'll still stitch on it because sometimes after washing, the hemming gum used to remove. So I'm going to fix the lace now to the seam allowance. So I'm going to fix the lace now to the zip allowance, okay? Also fix the second side as well. So I'll weave before I proceed. So first you locate the center this way. Locate the center of this thing that you put. Then once you get the center, you place the center at the center of the skirt this way. Okay, can you see like this? Make sure you arrange it well. Come towards the side, locate the center again, and you take the center to the midpoint so that you can locate the center of this. So once you get the center of this, you're done. So you continue with this. So it now depends on number of pleats you want. So I'm just going to continue to create the pleats using this measurement that I've gotten here. Can you see? So you distribute the pleat equally to the both sides. And that's it. We are done. You pin here and pin here. Take to your machine and make a stitch here. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to fix the zipper. Where's the zip safe? I see something on my neck and I'm looking for it. So now that I'm done fixing the zipper, the next thing is just to bring the front, match them together, right side to right side, and place the strap like this and stitch here. Do the other side. You're going to place your facing on top like this. Here's the other side. When you get to the zip allowance, you are going to sew across the zipper head like this. Then you sew downward to finish the zip nicely. Mm, 1 minute. So done. Next is just to close the side.